No, part 4, man. So we just killed Logarian. I think I also took care of my bags. We will be jumping into expansion today, the AOM. But... yeah, there's a but. We need to hit some locations. And also I need to decide if I want to like do... grind the reputation to like complete the quests that we're missing. Such as like the Mogdragon Shrine. There's a couple of quests with like an Estaria, the Outcast Lady, and also one last step with the Kaiman as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'm still missing that one too. The Kaiman quest will most likely be mine. Interesting. I want to check something out. The Kaiman quest will most likely be mine at... maybe after doing a Bastion? I go to work, see you soon, bye. Thanks, Demi, have a good day. No, we still cannot take it. So I guess this one requires actually the next one, the Unheard. It's about like 2k. We could definitely do Bastion of Chaos for that, and I'll get that from there. The problem about doing the Bastion is that like I would like to get to Unheard with the Outcast before doing Bastion somehow. And that doesn't really sound so possible for me to do. One thing that I want to talk about is that I don't really know like how this comes to me. Just don't ask. We didn't do this quest yesterday, and it just like sparks and comes to my mind right now. Let's go. I don't know why I didn't do this quest. Ultra is there as well. Hi Malagant, hi chat. What's up, man? Hey, you can ask something about the filter. I don't know if I'll be able to answer though. Oof. Peace. It was the first time that I'm playing with the new filter as well. My first character with it. It's not too bad. Look at that. Yeah, I know it is about cold damage, man. Guys, I'm gonna just go ahead and make a rough guess that our Aether resistance isn't so great, because this place is actually hitting really hard. Wrong path, go to Valkyrie. I'll do the Valkyrie as well for you if you would like me to. So it's a bit too long though. But yeah, I would much rather be a little bit better prepared for Valkyrie before going there. Not with 30% Aether resistance, hopefully. That really doesn't sound smart. I don't necessarily mind doing the Valkyrie, especially on like the first difficulty. It might have something to do with one of your mods not being up to date, or Trotas. No, it doesn't happen to me, but I have heard that one on Reddit, I think. Do you use that rainbow mod? Check if it's up to date. The game just received that patch, you know, not every single mod is compatible with it. Welcome, by the way, Mon. Krylik, did you miss the Stellar soundtrack? I mean, you don't have power, you probably vanished already, but... The Stellar soundtrack is just reminding me of, like, the Ancient Grow farming for the pistols. I was just, like, repeating the same tune back to back, trying to get something out of it. It's like, you know, saying I did. The bounty hunter's shoulders, I think, right? Interesting. It's a rare item. I think it will be fantastic as well, and I'm hyped too. You're gonna enjoy it, dude. How are we doing with the homestead? Like, anything on it so far? The closest that we have gotten is like Caimans and Rovers, it feels like. Yeah. I feel like if we're gonna want to complete the quest of the Outcast, we're gonna need to run the Bastion twice. It definitely looks that way. There's a devotion shrine in the Bastion, so we should probably go. And for that I need a skeleton key as well. Chaos resistance should be enough to like get me through there. Apparently I also didn't talk to Inquisitor Creed and the Forward Icon. Could do that right now too. $500 HP, 5% HP increase armor. We are dropping Pierce. 8 damage converted to physical. What do you guys think? Worth? Do I have a better shell? I wonder if I have a better shell already. Let's start using this. I'm asking for a better shell because like we could replace the pants component with another 6 watch to like continue and fix my pierce resistance obviously. It's going to be sitting on like what, 45, 55, something like that. I think 55%. No, I don't have a better shell, unfortunately. I'll take out the 6 watch on this one. Yeah, Biototos. I also did a reset a few weeks ago, and with my first character I killed clones, getting Gazer Men, nice buff for leveling if you aren't strong enough for the Lokar. Have you ever done the Bourbon clones on stream? Yeah, I have, just once. I have done Lokar 4 times, and I was incredibly lucky with the drops. I've gotten like different piece every time. So once the clones, and 4 times Lokar. But the thing is, the character that I made them with was actually made to kill the Aether. What's this, Ravager? Yeah. So, like, the character was ridiculously tanky. So I almost didn't take damage from neither Lokar, nor the clones. So it wasn't necessarily a hype fight because I have already killed Ravager with that character. So I was like, let's test this character a little bit further, and turned out to be like pretty easy. But it was a boring character. Just cadence auto attack, nothing else. I would definitely like to get the Locar sets before Forgotten Gods. I don't necessarily know if that is a reasonable expectation if I don't necessarily play day and night. Also, we are not going for like a battle mage or a DK. I want to have starting items self-found, so it's going to be kind of questionable there, right? We'll see. So I don't necessarily expect myself to get a Locar set before Forgotten Gods. I don't mind it though. I don't use the Locar set for my 150 videos anyways. Yesterday, there was someone on YouTube comments, I think, that was saying like somewhere along the lines of like, I envy your leveling route. Like, I kind of feel that I need to like explore everything, and there's like literally nothing wrong with that. I'm like that too when I start an ARPG. What happens is that like once you've done it like 10 times over on a character in 3 difficulties, then you start sharpening the edges a little bit, because there's going to be literally nothing in that corner of that map, so you're like, why do I go? You don't go. And that keeps on sharpening every single other character that you create. So it doesn't necessarily mean like just because it's more optimal I'm not going that way. It's just I'm sick of going that way. There was nothing the past 10 attempts. You know what I mean? So that's basically just stacking up. I don't necessarily have the most optimal route or anything. It's just me like coming up with stuff. I'm not really sure if I should be scared of this pack. There's like 4 elites here. Damage is really good, you guys. Especially if I can keep them inside this storm. Like, really, really good. Yo, what's up, Roshan? How you doing? Now we explored this place. We need the reputation from the Chthonians. Let's see like how much reputation I'm gaining with Anastaria the Outcast. From just like the completion of this place alone. Not necessarily like entering inside. Oh yeah, the new shoulders, they gave me like crazy amounts of HP. Look at my HP now. Almost 6400. What's up, Safson? Welcome, man. I gotta realize we have Rumor now. The Shadow Strike, that is. Let's go up here, by the way. I don't have a build for this right now. Welcome to the stream, Tolly. On the exit. Hey, we also found this treasure show. You cannot see it because it's behind my camera, most likely, but it's pretty big for me. How many dynamites do we have? 4 remaining. And the Blood of Chthon. Is there like something wrong with like the Tainted Brain Matter drops or something? I don't think we have found a Tainted Brain Matter so far. I think I've in fact found just one throughout the entire playthrough. And we gave it to Anastasia. That doesn't sound so right. I usually like end up collecting 10 of each material while I'm leveling somehow. This time not really. We're very poor with the rare materials. A. Looking into Craig characters, gonna farm the set later today. Go for the battle mage. Arcanist Master Race. I wish they would give some buffs to Arcanist. And I'm not talking about damage at all. Some sort of like a minor resistance maybe. Instead of giving it to the Craig set. Craig set has it now, so. Try the monsters. Does it work without the mind warp? No. Like, not as good as the DK, no. The dual mind warp is ridiculous for the battle mage. You could go for like the EMI that is jumping from the last boss, right? But obviously it's not going to be as strong. The sad part about that character is that not only the Mind Warp is sort of mandatory, the Wolf Crest is also. The medallion that's giving you dual wield capability, you know? I want to see my reputation. No, it's not even close, guys. So yeah, I think we're gonna actually go for a Bastion of Chaos run here without a quest. Maybe never mind the Anastarius quest line in the normal difficulty. Let's see. Agent is there as well saying, good day, Mother. How's the balance and loot in multiplayer games? I almost never play the multiplayer in Grim Dawn, man. My friends and I are considering doing a group run of the game for Forgotten Gods. I'm going to be playing an AAR. AAR sounds really fun to play. Definitely. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be having a fun time, but for item-wise, it should be good. But for the balance, I think like I'm not really sure like how it actually like goes for the multiplayer. I have no idea. Not gonna comment on it. I don't really know if the game becomes like extremely easy or harder. I have no idea. Like I literally never played on multi. Disgusting. As you remember, like yesterday, I started the game. I created the character, I selected veteran, and then I went into the game. And it was like not on veteran. I watched the ward just to see like what happened there. Like right after creating the character and selecting veteran, I'm like selecting one of my ghosts. And then selecting my character that I created again, and then start the game and veteran is not there. It's weird. So like if you select any other character, it just like cancels the selection, I think. Zavson was saying game gets a little bit harder, more monsters spawning. It is really fun in multiplayer. Okay. Don't know where to go. So maybe gun the right side? Sure. I don't like how you cannot teleport out from like the even the first part of Bastion of Chaos, you know what I mean? Like I would have definitely liked to clear my bags and collect as many as I can. Simply because we do need the iron beds, but now we can't. I only have like 2 slots remaining here. Or 3, I suppose. Explosion is insane at the very end. There's a crystal on top of me, apparently. Sick touch. Attack speed and cunning. That does Meteor is doing. They buffed the iron drops, reduced the sell value, so it isn't that bad anymore, I see. Yeah, I remember reading that, that's true. Cannot decide. Let's go this way. I kind of want to get out there. It doesn't feel like we need to max out the Mavens just as, right? Not really taking that much damage. Maybe we can hold on to those points up until like ultimate difficulty or something, we'll see. That'd be nice. Because there's a lot of different things that I want to level up. I would definitely love it if Maven was like the last thing. We'll see. Bro. Physical Craig? Sound too bad. Doesn't sound. Relax classes there, I apologize, I haven't congratulated you on your partner achievement. Congrats, man, you deserve it so much. Thank you. It's been some time now. Appreciate it, though. We appreciate it. Cheers. I think I've gotten the partner like last year around these times. I'm not really sure, actually. Yeah, this place is really good experience, by the way. Let's give some points into this. Extend the aura and reduce the attack speed of stuff around me. That looks like it wants a dispel. Did I manage to engage the trap over here, guys? I kind of want the experience from this. Let's see. I'm gonna hang out a little bit here. Yeah, what's up, Brizzle? How's it going? Hello? I guess I have. But today as well, how is the Spellbreaker? This is right now it's a lot better than most of yesterday. I think our damage is like up there now. Liking it. Welcome, dude. Yeah, it's pretty impressive damage right now, honestly, for this level. Maybe the character is a little bit fragile, but it's understandable, honestly, for like Arcanist. Num num. Angry but doing good. Only 6 days, getting way too excited for more sweet Grim Dawn content. Me too, dude. Me too. Most likely just lose my mind, honestly. Fancy grilled sandwiches with Mexican and Spanish ingredients on them. But can we not, please? I think I want more coffee. For a character like this, actually, like especially after the buff, like the tortoise wouldn't be so bad of a devotion, but like it's already too late to apologize. But yeah, you wouldn't be like worrying about it so much with the turtle. Yikes. Yo, what's up, Manuel? Pressurized is there as well. I can just want to say thank you for some of the great videos. I'm really getting hooked on Grimdale now after getting burned out about on the World of Warships. For now. It's a great game too. Yeah, welcome, Pressurized. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I did delete everything, Galaxy. Morn was saying, fun video, but a bit sad. Bit sad. Wasn't over here, yeah. Yeah. Get out of my way. Unbelievable. Hey, we might have a chance to the honored after this run. I don't know if I feel like it, we could actually take the quest and run Bastion one more time. Don't really feel like it right now though. I'm gonna say though, it's like ridiculous experience in here. Really good experience. So maybe it would be worth it at the end. I would much rather run this one more time instead of going for Port Valkyrie, not gonna lie. I just started Wind Devil build. Any advice or dual class advice for like the support for the Wind Devils? You could pretty much go anything with that thing. You could go some sort of like a lightning caster druid. You could pair it up with like Inquisitor, right? You could even pair it up with like an occultist, honestly, for the minuses. There's a toggle key hiding all the items now. Yeah, I think it's K, right? Yeah, I really like it. Because like before, I was like shuffling through the item loot filter, whatever it says, and putting it onto like, you know, legendaries and stuff to like CS few those pressure rooms. I can just like press K on your keyboard. It's funny because like I've seen a couple of posts about it saying like they don't see items anymore. People probably like fat fingering the K on their keyboard and then like not seeing the items anymore. Now, let's kill this guy over here first. See if I can stand in melee. Would be cool. I actually don't have any minutes here. I'm out of there. That's it. Is AQ to like highlight breakable containers? No, as far as I know, no. It's usually quite obvious though, like what you can interact with in the environment. Usually, I'll say, because like there's some definitely like hidden stuff too. Yeah, it was actually one of those things like I never managed to come up with. Glad they did it though. Definitely. Not that I'll be like using it that much, but I'll definitely get to use it every now and then. Why isn't he dying? tyrants. This is the scary corridor, right? Like, if you commit into it, there's a bunch of, like, crystals spawning. And another pack coming, like, after you finish the corridor as well. Yeah. Those crystals that are like popping out of the, I don't know, nowhere, let's say. They're actually deadlier than the monsters. Not even 1000 offensive ability right now. Pretty embarrassing. Like, half of the hits I'm missing actually is funny. Honored with the Caimans. I'll do the southern part, why not? Probably cannot carry anymore soon. What was the level of this? 50 or? Yeah. Yeah, 4 more levels for the new shoulder pads. I do want to find some offensive ability somehow. This one is like 30. Maybe put some points into this thing right over here, the inner focus, to multiply it. I don't know. I wonder if I need to like use any potions and stuff for the last boss. Mr. Shadow. Are you going full physique? I've been going like physique mostly. I think I have like 8 points into spirit. That's usually what I do while I'm leveling. But I don't necessarily know about like when we reach 100. I think it's going to be like dependent on basically like how my HP and my defensive ability is like sitting. But for now, if I could, yeah, I would like to give like most of them to physique. So far we have only like 8 points, as I said. That was to be able to like, you know, wear some stuff at the very beginning of the game, also some like regen. When you put like so many points into spawn these crystals before talking. When you put like so many points into like flash freeze and chosen at the very beginning, like energy generation is quite questionable actually while leveling up. Okay. So we don't even need that 8 anymore. I actually managed to spawn this crystal as well over there, that's funny. Somehow got all the traps. Okay. It's not a bad opener. Waits for some cooldowns now, I guess. How's that crystal still? What the hell? Okay, we're going this way. Hey, drop the blood. Nice. Maybe? I actually could carry everything. That's funny. Okay. Let's see. No, I didn't even make it to the honored. Feels bad, man. Yeah, subcore. So we're gonna need to buy this, obviously. Sell those, that one too. I should think soonish we can maybe find pence upgrades. It's questionable boots. So Chaos and Aether resistance with poison, fire burn. I wish that was like cold and frostburn. That would be insane. But yeah, this is definitely better than like our left ring. And it's going to be fixing like a lot of problems with it. Ikai is level 50. Fair enough. Fair enough. 4 more levels there. It's gonna take a while. Do I have anything stupid that I can put onto my ring? Let's put this thing. Didn't realize we didn't have anything on that thing. No. Chaos Resistance and Shadow Dance. I want to check the gloves actually. Quite sure my gloves are terrible, other than like Chaos Resistance. Those two are terrible though. I was so hyped for the ring that we just found. Turns out I can't even use it. He's bad. It's an interesting one. But dropping even more offensive ability though. Nah, let's find something better than this. The inside. This button was like gathering everything on the left side. So, did we buy the red? I don't think so, right? 88,000 rip. What else do we have here? Rings, fire and lightning resistance with defense ability. Chaos resistance to the rings. I suppose we could use that at the very least. Applies to rings. Half. They have everything but cold stuff. I'll get a couple of like chaos resistance stuff, I guess. I don't know. We don't really need many. Yeah, I did just... Okay. Nobody saw that, okay? We can use one more. Because of the Harbin just reducing it. There was nothing over to the respected, right? Yeah. Oh, one more thing, one more thing. Hold up. There it is. Let's go get this relic. The Eye of Korak. I cannot help right now, Lubricus. Yo, what's up, Possible? Welcome. Soma is there as well, saying, Sup all, been a while since I visited you. Welcome, Soma. I think we're gonna do this place fully. Get some bindings out of it, as many as we can. actually doesn't hit weak at all. It's like 2.5k or something. We're turning into melee, boys. Yes. How many did I find so far? 12 bindings. Don't think I found them all in this run though. Probably had some in my bags. Just realized we didn't put this point in. Was it big? Let's see. Cold and Frostburn. 80% Frostburn is really big, actually. Wow. Wanna be there. There's also an elite here. Don't click that. Were you playing a summoner by any chance? Because like they are a nightmare for pets. There's blood pools on the floor. I really wanted to check this place out because of the bindings, so we're coming back. Right. Alright, there's nothing. I was surprised. It's pretty rough to like get bleed resistance on your pets, especially at the very beginning of the game. Okay. There's actually quite a lot of chests in this game. In this playthrough, like, we have been hitting pretty much like all the chests that I can find. There really is a lot. If you care about like component drops, I suppose they're actually rewarding too. Even the corpses like this. 2 component drops from this. $1K. No blood for me. But there is the eye. So, if I'm not mistaken, the next thing that we're going to do is in fact starting the expansion. Lightning Spear. It's not too bad. Salt Greaves. The rowers is like halfway, yeah. 27. Let's go to Fort Ike and speak with this guy. Let's take the quests. Keepsake. 7, so one more level, then I'll be able to like max this out. Then what do I do? Actually not sure. I wonder if it would be worth going in a character like this Lethal Assault. It wouldn't be too bad. I want more flat offensive ability. Lethal Assault just like goes very hand to hand with like what we have, but it's hard to use it on a character like this. Maybe, not so much, actually. It's not too bad. It would also like give me one more proc. I'll think about it. Maybe we're gonna get to Lethal Assault. At the very least, like a couple of points into it. Yo, what's up from Men's? Welcome, bro. It's hanging well. What about you? As far as I know. Need 4 dynamites. We're not gonna do the hidden cave over there underneath the bridge. No need. Yeah, Panetti is a little, just a tiny little bit like underwhelming. Like the damage can be definitely up there if you commit enough for the late game. It's extremely expensive. On all sides. For the commitment stuff, like you need items, you need this, you need that. On top of that, it is expensive for like the energy usage. It requires actually like casting speed as well, you know, like lots of different things to be up there. Not much commitment for not even like a heavy single target ability. So it's a little bit like a taxing spell basically. It looks beautiful though when you have all the nodes and have like a really decent cast speed. Yeah, it is 6 days from now, guys. Just like in the title. Fuck, what's up with my eye? Okay. I actually really dislike like how many rare materials we have. We have only 2 hearts, 6 buds. Yeah, the crabs are pretty valuable with the component drops, I think. I'm not seeing how are we doing with our bees. These spies. Not too bad. Spell this guy? He didn't get dispelled? Interesting. Let's open this. Three interactables next to each other. There's going to be a devotion shrine, which means we can actually like respec out of the Viper, go for like a complete eel and start the Jackal as well. That's what I'm gonna do. Spell that guy as well. Should have dispelled this guy instead. Just misplay. Defensibility and vital resistance. I think I was already maxed out, right? Yeah. By 6%. Got like 10% over the top now. Doesn't sound too bad, pressurized. Should also try and find some items that are helping you to go for like ultimate ranks on those abilities, because they scale really well if I'm not mistaken. Especially the totem, the storm totem. And maybe get the buff from the savagery as well, just the buff. I need to focus on Grimdawn right now from Enge. Not tired of it at all, no. I did consume like most of the content available though. There's even if it wasn't for the Grimdawn, there isn't really much for me to do right now. That'll be patches obviously. It's an online game, so. Yeah, I see from Enge. No flowers for me! That was going to be my first flower. Okay, so this will max out the Veil of Shadow. I'm mixed feelings about this thing, but I think it's going to be worth it. Maxing it out, that is. Especially while leveling. Come back. That was such a trap. Where are the trees? Isn't there supposed to be like a elite tree pack guarding this chest? We have been scammed, guys. Check out the savagery. Savagery has like a 5-second uptime buff or something that's giving you like offensive ability or something, if I'm not mistaken. In Shaman, one of the first abilities. So you're gonna need to like attack basically. Complete also pilot right now, it's funny. How did I miss? What is going on? How did I miss this? That's hilarious. I've never done that before. I actually don't think we need it either. Like, we don't necessarily need to go back for it, but it really is hilarious. Oh, look at this place. There's some cool belts dropping from this place, guys. Like the first 2 maps or something. That's a shell, okay. This is one of those components that we're searching for to craft another 6 watch. Which I think is kind of needed because of my pierce resistance right now. It's not like it's gonna go to waste anyways. For a really long time, so I think it's worth crafting. Can TP out to Plasm. You're serious right now? Yeah. I need one more apparently. That sucks. I thought it was going to be paying it off. Yeah, it needs the blue, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So 1 more point and we can cheat with like putting 1 blue over here, I suppose then, right? Think so. Okay, let's get 1 more devotion point then in that case. Check out these belts that are dropping, because like compared to the stuff that I'm capable of dropping from here, my belt is probably terrible, guys. Cold Frostburn, increase armor absorption. And a lot more armor too. We're dropping pierce resistance, unfortunately, but... Shit. Cannot do it. Half of these things are like very good and I cannot use them simply because of the PS Resistance. I'm gonna go craft that thing, I think. And put it on my pants or something? Probably it's better to like find pants upgrades first. Find pants upgrades and then put that. Elemental damage with lightning and fire resistance. Chase piece is starting to get dated as well. See? Oh, I need like 3 more levels for 2 upgrades there. It's gonna be nice. Sell 1 more. I gotta remember, like, if stuff are going wrong, I could always like use a cluster. Not warmed up on that. How's the NPC here? It's gonna take a long time. Let's give this quest as well. Let's see. So we need like a resilient plating, I think, right? Yeah. And then into a 6-watch. And yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that, guys. I want the ancient armor plate back, I believe, somehow. Let's put these into the bank. Right, not too bad. I do want to do the ancient grow, but I don't necessarily know like what is the right timing for it. Might be pretty difficult right now for us. Should we go and like play it slow? The ancient grow shrine is isn't far away. That's true. But like if I'm gonna enter the ancient grow, I would like to do a full run. We're gonna have a quest from Mogdragon anyways. I wonder if I can survive it. I'm willing to try. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm really scared of like the Death Stalker inside, for instance. I have bad memories. You feel me? Very bad memories, in fact. There's the skeleton key that we need. Let's try to pay attention to the levels of the monsters in this place. Level 52 doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, there's going to be like a lot of belt traps as well. Just now we found 3 like right next to each other. Look at that. How's our poison resistance? This is fine. Double. Not sure if you would do the whole thing. Are we gonna do the whole thing? Not sure if we are gonna survive. But we will do it. This rift guy's annoying. Cleanse the ancient grove. This is always very surprising with the drops. That's underwhelming. Spirit Crusher. So now I should be able to take away the points from the Viper, and by doing that, like, I'll most likely be able to take the points away from the Crossroads as well. I'll finish this place, and then before, like, opening the skeleton key part, we can go to an NPC to sell stuff and then respec the devotions as well. It's going to be useful. My defensive ability is pretty low as well, actually, for this level. I'm so going to put these into the bank before we open the skeleton key part. Tainted scales. Today there's going to be like quite a lot of Monk-esque content, I think. Started like Bastion of Chaos. Yo, MC with the sub. Thank you very much for that, dude. Welcome to the Lurker Lounge. I really appreciate that. Cheers, bro. Look at how easy that was. My damage is really up there. I just need to like play it patiently, I think. Okay. Commons Refuge. Elemental damage, HP, cold resistant, poison, and white hit resistance. I mean, my rings are incredibly bad. But this one's level 55. How so? My mouse stopped working. There it is. What about my helm? Some of the parts are getting very outdated, not gonna lie. I'm gonna delete that too, in the search of like the perfect upgrade. Okay guys. We have been collecting these items thus far. Hopefully, I'm not gonna rip with them, okay? Those as well. Insignias here, we cannot put them. These two. Okay. Here we go. Danger. Can we actually like... Is there a blacksmith here? First things first. Not really, right? Never mind it. I was gonna like check out an ointment, but like I think I'm not gonna try hard. See how this goes. Oh no, the devotions! Fuck, I didn't fix the devotions. We cannot do it anymore, this door is gonna close. So we're gonna need to run with these. Yo, what's up, Carlson? How's it going, Atomic? Welcome. Okay, I need to kill everything. The space is ridiculous when it comes to the component drops. Like, really valuable drops. Look at that. I wouldn't mind finding the Deathstalker and get it over with. That is how I feel right now. Shit. Dynamic. Everything is dynamic if I'm not mistaken. It's a weird path that I've taken here. Why can't I go there? Welcome. Let's go turn like all the way back, take the pressure room. It's funny how like several different paths was open. I don't have this build up yet, guys. You know what I want to go for? I want to go for the Phoenix. I really want to go for the Phoenix with this guy. Interesting. Spellbreaker addiction is real. Welcome back, Seth. Yep. Life steal doesn't work for us. Ravenous Earth, Ring of Steel. This one is like offensive ability and poison resistance, nothing else though. Elemental damage, HP, and Vita's resistance. Now, this is most likely better than the left ring, but is it 41,000 worth for 5 levels weight? It's actually 7 levels of weight. Just never mind this, I would say. Let's continue. Doom's there as well. Stop playing Grim Dawn like a week, because I thought there's nothing to do since the expansion is coming. Is there like anything useful to do until the expansion comes out? Is there anything useful to do until the expansion comes out? I mean, you can sign up for like some community work. Angel, it would work for the like endgame, but I was just talking about this. Like you do need a lot of commitment. Like you need certain items,
Good stuff. It's a hard build up as well. But it does work, yeah. Is it going to be like the strongest build? No, probably not. But it will work out. If you want to play it, just play it. Like, just never mind. Yeah? Chances are, whatever you're going to play, instead of that, it's not going to be the strongest either, so it's fine. We're talking about Penettis, by the way. It's trouble. This place has bad memories. Exactly this location. Let's go fight the Venom. I'm good, Clever. Cheers. How about you? The mythical spell gaze, yeah. That's one of the items for it, exactly. Might need some MIs as well. Wish I was able to stay close to him, you know? You could also consider something like this, the Panetti conversion to like full Aether. I think there's also a way to convert it to like full Elemental as well. I mean, if I was gonna like play Panetti, I would most likely do either one for sure. Keep that in mind as well. There's some interesting ring here. Only 18% elemental damage, little bit of like HP, some stats, and vitality resistance. Maybe it's a little bit better than the left ring, but not sure. Deathstalker, anytime now. I mean, you could give it a shot to hardcore if you're not playing in hardcore difficulty. Just to check it out, you know? Just for the follows, guys. Manticore eyes. Like if Yoren's already on it, then it might be like a fun little journey till the Forgotten Gods. See like how far you can do on a fresh start, you know? Might be interesting. What are you afraid of? Deathstalker is ridiculous. You can actually like crit back to back in a split second. And just delete an Arcanist easily. Especially if I don't see him coming. You can not only sort of like a slow Shadow Strike. It's not because of the teleportation, but because of like disappearance. So you don't necessarily see him coming unless you pay attention to the auras. That's the only thing that I'm scared of. Other than that, like there's some packs like this as well, but I don't necessarily see shouldn't get too hard. Shouldn't get too hard. Yeah, this place is probably like as hard as it gets, right? Like where else is gonna get as hard? Maybe like the last boss or something? I don't know. And I did die, yeah. My latest death was in this place, in fact. Lost one of my strongest character. Pavros. I don't have a dispel yet. I kind of want to dispel that guy. An Ancient Heart, I think, right? That's double. Yo, what's up, Ahem? Welcome. I think the Deathstalker is ultimate only. Hey, that is good news. That definitely is good news. If that's the case, I'll still be cautious. Yeah, normally, like, I don't necessarily run this place in either on my, you know, leveling experience in like normal or in elite. Like there's almost no points. Right now we have a fresh start, so we could use stuff like this. It's alright. Lots of materials for me on the go, so little bit of greed, man. I'm gonna get back there. This is at least what you're like, second time, third time. Second time, third time, I'm not sure. At least second time. We didn't kill the crab, did we? It probably like already went there. For some reason like just runs away. I don't remember like killing the crab, so yeah, there he is. Okay. That's my third ancient heart in this place. Ridiculous. Doom was saying, I've never played hardcore, no balls, I never die to hard things, but I die to stupid things because I don't focus enough. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with not playing hardcore. Don't get me wrong. I was just saying, like, you were asking what you could do till Forgotten Gods. You could check out hardcore a little bit till then and see like how the journey goes. Basically, it should be fun if you really want to play. That is. Otherwise, there's obviously like nothing wrong with just like waiting till the expansion is out either. Yeah. Are we done with the reputation of the outcast? Ugh, it's even close. Wrappings. Okay. Yeah, DC death is annoying in Diablo. Stop playing hardcore over there because of, you know, DC and client crash deaths that you cannot avoid. It's quite annoying. This wasn't so bad now, is it? Let's see how this one goes. We need to have a good start on the second phase. The first phase, I don't care so much. I think so, at least. Ah. Okay, good start here, please. I think both of them hits me, actually. It wasn't so bad the entire run. I think the hardest thing that we have done is like multiple heroes on the side. And it was interesting that like there's no death stock. I didn't know about this either. I explored with the fear of, you know, engaging the death stalker out of nowhere. Only to realize that there's, you know, not even a monster inside the cave. Empowered Cruel Edge for level 50. Don't have questions, dude. You do you. Let's turn back to the Coven, fix this devotion thing for once and for all. I want to get rid of the Viper and put it into a heal. And obviously, like, we check out the items as well. So we put us here, what do we gain? We gain movement speed, pierce resistance a little bit, defensive ability, more defensive ability, even more, and then some avoidance as well to both melee and projectiles. Now thanks to that we should be able to remove this one too, and then go for energy percentage, offensive ability, total speed, and all damage. Now that means I should be moving with 135 impact. Yeah, that is very good. We don't really need to like give more pneumatic bursts right now. We could actually give something else. What do I give? Offensive ability, more frostburn. Let's get this to like 7 or 8. As long as it keeps on scaling, let's get it up. I think it's a good idea. That was a nice run though, that was a nice run, guys. Check the items, maybe we are going to be having a couple of like upgrades here. +1 to everything in Inquisitor feels bad. So, cold, casting speed, elemental resistance with +4 to Trojan. Level 58. How did I end up finding you at this level? I need like 10 levels for that thing. It's crazy. Excuse me. Nine flowers from that run, by the way, is definitely legit. And that is like after opening the Skeleton Key Part 2. It's quite a number. I really like it. This was the one we were talking about inside. Let's check that out. Cast speed now. Spinetti one. Crit damage, aether damage to elemental damage for the devastation. That is very interesting. Devastation, if I'm not mistaken, requires you to have an offhand. Which is manageable, but I don't want to do it. Not yet at least. We're gonna get like a chosen offhand at the very end, I think, from the priestess. Don't really know if you can get it from like the lower difficulties as well, or if it only drops from ultimates. I'm not really sure. I remember like getting, you know, trying to farm it with a low level character and it was never dropping, so this is very interesting. Because the pierce and chaos resistances are the ones that we are missing for the most part. I'm gonna pass. Elemental cast Aether Resistance with Elemental Seal, 20% chance when hit. Level 58. I think I'll much rather use the other one that dropped, right? We are dropping like cooldown reduction, a little bit of chaos resistance and light radius. We're gaining HP, we're dropping a little bit more offense, I think, right? We're dropping quite a lot of offense actually, 30%ish. To both Frostburn and Cold. Gaining also armor, also HP. I don't know if I want to do it. I think I do want to. Let's do this. It's okay. Holy shit, my Aether Resistance. It's because of the runestone component, isn't it? Okay. Look at this. The Gloves of the Kings. Battle card. This is the second Kings that I'm finding ever since we started this character. Less chaos resistance even. I mean, it's doable. Yeah, let's do this. My boots are getting very outdated as well, but like it's hard to replace them. So we found what? 1, 2, 3 upgrades and a couple of like components and rare materials. At the very least, like 3 ancient hearts from that run. That is a very valuable run. Like the risk and, you know, reward is definitely worthy, I would say. Especially since there was no Deathstalker. Turns out it wasn't that rippy either, so it's fine. Let's take these components out and put them in. This one's giving me like vitality and bleed resistance, right? Yeah, I could use this, fine. So our resistances are looking alright. It's not too bad, other than like Aether resistance, which we will definitely need at the end of the Ashes. Guys, if you're joining from YouTube, this is going to be the end of part 4. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on 5.